some things are fake. And some things we don't know about. But if something is obvious, whether you've done the research or not, if something is obvious, then why would you argue about it? Okay? Now y'all can go home and drink your Adrenochrome, you sucker ass motherfuckers. I'm cool on that. Shaka Zulu, man.
All right, and here we go. Hunting Predators 5, aiming at their supply. Another Painfully Beautiful Productions, and this is D Booma San, and let's see if we can create a video to show the friends that we have that don't believe us, the family and all the naysayers. This one is directly attacking their supply, Adrenochrome. So, you saw from that video of CCRUwU, him pointing out, if something seems legit, why do you not believe it? And then shortly after that, he ends up dying. Surprise, surprise, as we see in this. This is why I stay anonymous. This is why I do it the way that I do. They'll even take out pretty big celebrities like CCRUwU for speaking out on Adrenochrome. This is a drug, people. They'll call it many different things. Many different code names, many different street names, whatever you want to say. It's how it works. The more we put pressure on them and call them out for this kind of stuff, they change the name, they change the branding, they do all kinds of things. But this one's going to show you videos, websites, all kinds of things. Let's kick it off. Old school. Good old Chrissy Teigen. Johnny and I are on our way to the hashtag the holiday, whatever that is, at Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza with Adrenochrome. No mincing words. This was before people were woken up. You could argue that Q had a lot to do with that, but so you don't turn it off because you're going to freak out about QAnon. Look right here. You can see right here. This is why Chrissy Teigen took down a whole bunch of her Twitter posts. I think she took down all kinds of stuff because she was exposing it. They used to talk about this freely. But look at that. We've already, even if you aren't into the conspiracies or whatever, you can look up at the FBI websites. I've showed it in other videos. A pizza, pasta, all these things are code words. But look at this. A 4-year-old cheese pizza. 4-year-old. Who would be even talking about a 4-year-old pizza unless you were literally talking about a 4-year-old child? And she just names it. She, he. I don't even know if they're the same, if they're the gender that they portray into the public. Baphomet. Look it up. Either way, right there, another proof. Drives me nuts doing this, but we gotta help wake some of you people up. How do you research this stuff? Use sites like Yandex, not Google. Why not Google? Because they in on it, man. You can see it right here, pointing it all out. The 666, Google's most recent browser released, September 2008, is named Chrome. Still Chrome. Adrenochrome. Google's GPU, Graphics Processing Unit, released 2009, is named Adreno. It's crazy. They put it right in our faces. And some of you that are watching this, you've seen this. I know we're doing like a new review, but I want to try to make something that people can share with others to like try to wake them up a little bit. But this all goes down to Adrenochrome, the drug of choice of Hollywood globalist elites. It is usually harvested from infants while still alive. All right, so this is conspiracy stuff that some of you have probably seen. All right, so how do you do the research? You pay attention.
Funde auf dem Scheißding. You get Adrenochrome home delivery every flavor. Bro, was will das? Was ist das, Mann?
So just a short little video, but in this, what is this? Why is there a van driving around? This literally says Adrenochrome on the back. and the syringe is filled with something red. Red drops. Very strange, but weird. Search CCRUwU. Interesting. Someone can call that number if they want to give that a try. But I went ahead and searched CCRUwU. Now, like I said, don't use Google. Use sites like Yandex. If you're into that torrent browser stuff, all right, I'm not up to that level. Let's just talk about it a little bit. Just a basic breakdown of what we're talking about here. Adrenochrome definition. And they obtain it by torturing children. Okay, that sounds crazy. Sure, maybe it is. But adrenochrome, a chemical known by modern science since at least the 1930s. It is a chemical compound with a molecular formula C9H9NO3. Remember that, because we're going to go over some material. Adrenochrome is produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, epinephrine in mammals. The chemical concentrates in the body during times of extreme fear and terror. Now, if you were to flip this around a little bit, what does it look like? Well, I'll show you. Looks like, down here in the bottom right, a white rabbit. So they talk about following the white rabbit. And you can see it in movie references and all that stuff. And we're going to break some of that down too with another guy that I'm going to bring in. But you search this on NCBI. It's a PubChem substance, adrenochrome, 3-oxy, 1-methyl, blah, 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 blah. But here's another little kicker. Where is this at? Source, 3B Scientific, Wuhan Corporation. Wuhan lab, talked about in the what? Coronavirus outbreak? Where it started? It's weird that it would start in the Wuhan and the COVID thing. You can't deny because they pushed it and pushed it and pushed it on us. You got to do your research and you pull this stuff together. And that's why you got crazy conspiracy theorists. But let's take it a step farther. Okay, so you use a website like Yandex and you go and you check it out and boom. I'm going to show you 5 separate websites where you can literally see that they're selling this stuff. Here, Millipore Sigma, whatever that is. Some company, some business that is literally selling this. Like I said, it's all the same compound. It's crazy. Now you can't add it to cart because they don't just make it willy-nilly so that people could just buy it on some of these sites. Some of this is like you got to have like some kind of key, code, business, transaction number. I don't know what it takes, but it's the C9H9NO3. Next website. Boom. Aventor delivered by VWR. You try to push order now and it won't let you do anything. It just brings you right back. But it's the same compound, C9H9NO3, dark red crystalline solid. You click on this stuff, you can see the brands, get in a little bit closer. They're selling this stuff. What else is it? Oh, adrenochrome doesn't exist. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard about, you crazy conspiracy theorists. I'm going to link to everything that I'm showing you down below the video so you can go and search for yourself, and you can probably even just use your Chrome browser. Adrenochrome, highly pure, biochemistry grade. It's the same stuff. Some of this is synthetic, or it says it's synthetic. But highly pure, 95% in this case, a product of oxidation of adrenaline. Oxidation of adrenaline. Just, how else do you get that? Other than from an adrenaline rush of some sort, which, like we were saying, fear and terror and anxiety. And I'm going to bring on Dr. Shiva to give another explanation from a doctor's standpoint. But I'm going to link to all this. You start referencing and searching some of these names. They've talked about it being a high. Hallucinogens is hard science. It has a hallucinogen property to it. It's... it's everywhere, and they put it in movies, they put it right in our face, and people just, you guys gotta wake up, man. I don't know how to say this, don't care. It's the same compound. They changed up the white rabbit on some of these just a little bit. For some reason, you can get this for $11. I guess it's only a milligram. I'll link to all this. You guys can check it out. It's all the same thing. Some of this stuff, like I said, can be synthetic, but where did the original organic stuff come from? It came from oxidation of adrenaline. Website number 5. Here you are, Adrenochrome, CIS 54068. All kinds of codes, all kinds of things. They changed up the white rabbit here a little bit, but it's called Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is an oxidation product of adrenaline, epinephrine, norepinephrine. It is just crazy. It's out there, people. Just search it. I just can't believe that there's just so many different suppliers and stuff. I think after COVID hit and the supply got rocked a little bit, allegedly, don't know how exactly that worked, but that was the talk, that once it got rocked a little bit, all of a sudden, who knows how long this stuff's been out there like this, but it seemed like they couldn't get their supply, and there was a lot of code talk between some of the celebrities when they were freaking out. So to go ahead and take it to the next level, I'm going to have Dr. Shiva explain this to you and break it down from a doctor's perspective. And I will link to that and his full video down below.
So when you look here, what you're seeing here is there are 2 key molecules involved in the formation of adrenochrome. Adrenaline, superoxide. This is a result of oxidative stress. Someone just asked me. This is what's called a reactive oxygen species. Look, when you're under stress, your body creates reactive oxygen species. This comes from superoxide dismutase, but the piece is missing there, so you actually have an oxygen-free radical. So here's adrenaline. So adrenaline plus this molecule through oxidation creates adrenochrome, okay? So the question I started asking is, could I understand this in the context of the observations people have been reporting? That they're taking a child, frightening it, which means adrenaline, and then putting it under such stress that it creates adrenochrome. Because as I understand, and the people who know more about this than I do, is that the adrenochrome is being created by taking these kids, scaring them, fight or flight, and then torturing them. And that puts the body into a state that they create adrenochrome. So I wanted to actually explain this. And I believe to everyone here, I have probably the first explanation of this, how this is going on at the molecular systems level. Okay? You won't get this, by the way, from Joe Kennedy or Robbie Kennedy or Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton may actually know about this, for all we know. Okay. So what's going on here? Adrenaline. Now, if you look, when we did our systems analysis of the research, adrenaline is released in response to a stressful, exciting, dangerous, or threatening situation. So here is the bobcat chasing that mouse. It hasn't caught him yet, but it's chasing it, right? This is when that mouse, let's say, I don't know what they're potentially doing to these kids, right? If they're scaring those kids, okay? And chasing them around, right? Scaring the hell out of them. It's like the bobcat chasing the mice. The body in this state starts producing adrenaline, okay? Yep. It's increased synthesis. It's increased synthesis of adrenaline, okay? And there's enough paper saying adrenaline responds to stress. So we know under that kind of stress, adrenaline is created. Now, what I found fascinating as I did research over the last, since people wrote to me, is that that oxidative stress, which is different than this kind of stress, is highly correlated with anxiety. Okay? Anxiety causes accumulation of reactive oxygen species such as O2 minus. So this was one paper that came out, which says oxidative stress and anxiety. This was a role of oxidative stress and anxiety disorder. So let me tell you what this is like. Okay? This is what this is like. So to put it simply, you need stress and anxiety to create an adrenochrome. So if you're going to do this to an animal, be it a child or a lab rat, you have to put it under extreme stress and anxiety. And that's what we're talking about. With just stress, you don't get it. With just anxiety, you got to have both. So this is what I would call extreme torture. Okay? Because if you just have stress, you're not going to get adrenochrome. You have to have the stress and the anxiety. Everyone getting this? Everyone clear on this? Okay. So this is the example I'd like you to do. The lion is chasing the zebra. That's probably when adrenaline is being released. It hasn't got him yet. It's chasing him. Okay? But what about when this incident is occurring? This is when you're torturing the animal. You got it. Okay. This is the anxiety. So this will release adrenaline. In my theory, this releases a superoxide, which is the reactive oxygen species. Okay. So you need this and this. You need this and this. If you're just chasing it around, you get adrenaline. So if we want to put it in perspective, you need the stress and the anxiety to get this. So you need both of this taking place. So I don't know what, to me, this is stuff that I've heard, but it started connecting. They're probably torturing whoever they're doing this to. This is sort of torture, right? And if you keep doing this and it's sustained, now, at least in the animal world, they probably do this quickly and get it over with, right? But if you assume you torture it more, you're going to get more of this species, more of this, more adrenochrome. So prolonged torture, more stress, more anxiety is going to get you this. So what I want to share with you, everyone, is I think I have a basis for understanding adrenochrome synthesis, okay? And it falls in line with people have been saying they're torturing these kids.
The scene in question opens up with a young man waking up in a dream state unknowingly that can be manipulated. His dream state then becomes manipulated to the point where he can see that things are not right. As he sees his reality is changing around him, he is then forced to run away from a monster that comes out of the dark behind him. He then is chased to incite fear. Undergoing the worst fear he could be enduring, his reality then becomes manipulated, obviously. He is then stopped in his tracks and forced to stay stuck to the ceiling as the monster approaches him, all to incite more fear for the extraction you are about to see. As the monster lets out a huge scream, the extraction process begins. This is a prime example of adrenochrome mockery. This is as sick and as blatant as it gets, everybody. With this being shown, Yibo out.
So thank you, Dr. Shiva. As I said, I linked to everything below so you can get a better, clearer picture. It was a little fuzzy. But, and then Yibo came right in, showing you the Maze Runner and how they depict it in movies. And Yibo's got a couple more pieces. As I said, everything linked down below. You can find him now, I believe, on altcensored.com. But all this stuff everywhere. You got to have your head in the sand. I mean, I feel like the world is trying to clockwork orange you when you're still not waking up. And if you're awake, you know what I mean. And we would never do what they're doing to you, what they're doing to him in Clockwork Orange. But man, for how many years now, some of us have awakened, and it's been really tough waiting for the rest of humanity to start to see. And I think more waking up for various reasons, but I pray that this video can help a lot of people. I'm coming at it a little hard. My last video I put out, Digital Samurai News, I was bawling like a baby, and in a lot of ways rightfully so. I lost another friend to addiction. And so I'm coming at this a little bit hard, man. I just got to put on the game face, stay in it, stay at work, keep my mind busy for a little while. And this is one that I've meant to get to. And adrenochrome's legit. It's real, and it's been going on for a really long time. We need everybody to catch up, get on board, because here pretty soon the world is going to be prying your eyes open, just like in Clockwork Orange, and telling you to wake up, because nothing can stop what's coming. It's happening, and it's coming very, very soon. So we'll move into a couple more clips from Yibo, breaking down some more movies. Remember the codes that they use for Adrenochrome. Like I said, there's street names and there's codes used for this drug, and it is everywhere. So we'll break down a couple more pieces from Yibo, and then I got a couple more things for you. So a little bit of a surprise. Catch you on the other end of this.
I'm sorry, Alex. This is for your own good. You'll have to bear with us for a while. But it's not fair! It's not fair! I should feel ill when I hear lovely, lovely Ludwig bad. You must take your chance, boy. The choice has been all yours.
Hello there, this is Yibo, and in today's video, I'm going to be exposing the movie Clockwork Orange for its mockery of Adrenochrome and the ancient child sacrifice god, Moloch. With the intro out of the way, let's get right into the video. In one of the scenes, you see all main characters sitting down, drinking milk. On the back wall, you see words engraved, and one of them stands out: Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome, I found out, is an abbreviation for the substance adrenochrome. The book states one may have Moleco Plus with amphetamines, synthetic mescaline, or adrenochrome. The main characters in the book prepare for ultra violence by drinking it. This sounds familiar to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, when the reptilians took the adrenochrome and had a bloodfest. They put these truths in plain sight to program the masses unknowingly to their own agendas. It is sick, but it is the pure truth.
Get on out your door.
Your bride home.
Quick, get in. Huh? What? Boxed up twice in one day. Boxed up twice in one day. What are the odds? Hide! They travel every year to Jasper.
Pink is the symbolizing color of adrenochrome. You see it a lot within this scene.
Huh? What?
As well as pedo symbols, and a113 being continuously shown within the scene. The question remains, why? Hello there, this is Yibo. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing the movie Death Becomes Her for its utterly obvious mockery of the substance adrenochrome. With that being said, let's get right into the video.
This is life's ultimate cruelty. It offers us the taste of youth and vitality, and then makes us witness our own decay.
Well, it is the natural law.
Oh, screw the natural law!
The lady then goes to pull the substance out of the container it is being held in. You can clearly see two Masonic pillars in the background, and on the container itself, at the very bottom, an all-seeing eye.
It stops the aging process dead in its tracks and forces it into retreat. Drink that potion, and you'll never grow even one day older.
She throws up a 6 as she drinks the potion, and the effects begin to take place. The last thing the other lady says to her is,
Live forever.
with the 666 coding in plain sight.
Like I said, that Yibo does some great work, and he provides it all in a way that our ADHD can handle it. Small pieces, shorter videos, breaks it down. So now, let's recap. We've seen a couple celebrities talking about it, both positive and negative. Coolio kind of like in code, basically telling people that it exists. Chrissy Teigen, because she, he, whatever, is just out of control and spilling the beans, and then we kind of clamped down and everybody started to wake up to it, and she freaked out, and these guys are panicking. It's beautiful to see. But then we went into some research, looked up legit websites where they're selling it, the exact codes, the White Rabbit, and distributing it. All this linked down below. We've gone to the Dr. Shiva pointing out his breakdown from a doctor's perspective of how it's a legitimate thing of what they might be doing to these kids. This all evolves around satanic ritual abuse. We've watched movie breakdowns by Yibo, and now we're going to get into a little bit of a testimony from Kathy O'Brien and some of these survivors. It is everywhere, and we've been watching it and consuming it, and it's like a nightmare. I couldn't sleep, and there's periods of time where I watch this stuff and I do this stuff and I can't sleep because I know this is going on, and it seems so unrealistic in the sense that you just can't believe that it's been right there. Everything, you can see it in the symbolism. We say symbolism will be their downfall because you can look at various businesses. Look at Chipotle's pepper. These are pedophile symbols. You'll see it everywhere once you start to wake up and realize this stuff. So pay attention to your surroundings. Get involved. Become aware. Some of the most important things you can do is just gain knowledge. Be part of the movement. And consciously, whether you believe in prayer or not, push back on this. Hope for a better future. Pray that the kids will be rescued and the people of human trafficking will be rescued. So let's get in to this next piece. It's a little bit more positive. I'm encouraging you now. Fight. Save the children.
My mother was sexually abused, and she had been trafficked or prostituted to my grandfather's Blue Masonic Lodge. And within that Blue Masonic Lodge, a lot of secrets were kept, and a lot of politicians, local law enforcement, and people of influence and position were there.
It's a personal betrayal for everyone. If that's what our world leaders are doing, well, it's really no wonder that the world looks like what it looks like today.
All of these survivors are speaking out. You know, there was just a documentary, 50 Voices of SRA survivors.
Exposure is their greatest fear. Silence is their strongest weapon. If every single survivor on this planet spoke out and broke their silence, they would have nowhere left to go. Game over. The only power they have is our silence, and that is why they invested so much into it and tortured the hell out of us so we would never speak up. But we were far stronger than that, and we survived for a purpose. Don't waste time in holding back. If you know truth, speak it, because that's power, that's the weapon we hold against them. When we can, find the strength to basically say our truth, no matter what it gets received like, it doesn't matter. Speak your truth.
My video on child sacrifice has been removed. I was explaining the occult origin of sacrificial rituals. It seems that this video upset the ruling class. Many social networks did as they were told in order to survive. I described in this video why young children were chosen. Why they had to be terrorized before the final ritual. I also explained that this ritual was an invocation to the demons. It wasn't just a question of removing the blood. It was about offering fear and pain to the demons, in exchange for a piece of immortality or success. It's one of the most despicable dark magic rituals. It's a contract with the devil for a moment of eternity. It's an elite that has been invoking demons to dominate mankind for thousands of years. It has become a business in the eyes of all. There are many places around the planet where human beings have been sacrificed, sometimes en masse, and they have the same modus operandi. Capture the victims and subject them to trials of terror and suffering, so that the demons are magnetized and imprisoned when the human is killed. Very often, children were used to vampire their vital forces and give demons and dark magicians greater influence. For those who know how to see, these demons are still alive in the invisible world, at places of sacrifice. Some very sensitive people can feel their presence. Wherever sacrificial rituals have taken place, the demons still radiate. With the cycle of terror that we have been experiencing for several years now, the bodies of many people have been prepared for the ritual of terror, as in the old days. And this has been going on for months, with repeated messages from the terrorists and complicit mainstream media. All these thefts of children are not just trafficking for money or for blood. It's just the other side of the coin. They serve to strengthen the occult forces that want to dominate the human spirit. Certain forces have already worked to imprison souls in extreme and destructive fear. For those who know how to pray, take care to put all your powers of love into your words. Because what we need is an exorcism on a global scale. It can only be done with the love of Christ.
Amen to that. And I'm not here to convert anybody to any kind of faith, but I'll let you know, they hate Jesus Christ, but they love them some Satan. So now you've seen testimony, you've seen a little bit of encouragement from ritually abused survivors, and they're calling on you to rise up, regardless of what you believe, and to listen to that inner voice that believes in love, that believes in fairness and justice and the beauty of this painful world. So please find that within yourself and consider doing more research and putting some thought and hope into the betterment of humanity. So now I want to move on to this little special piece that I got. And I want to say that this is all covered under fair use as I add commentary, and it's for educational purposes only. You take what you can from it or what you will from it. But I'm just trying to provide some context to this presentation. We're aiming for their supply. Pay attention to the words, and I will catch you on the other side, and we will finish up.
The only way to reach the glands is from below. We drill up through the heart palate into the brain. And
these are highly intelligent beings, probably smarter than us.
No, smarter than me.
That is setting the bar very low.
Hey, I'm the one with the harpoon.
Yeah.
How do you know that they're smarter than us?
More neurons, more pathways. Not only are they smarter, they're deeply emotional. We're spiritual. See, this region here corresponds with our emotional centers, but proportionally, it's much larger. I have music, philosophy, mathematics, complex language. Okay, here we go.
Show me the money. So that's what this is all about.
That's it. Amrita.
Bad luck for the big guys. This stuff just happens to stop human aging, like, stops it. Ounce for ounce, the single most valuable substance known to man. This little vial here is worth like 80 million. Think fast.
Please don't. It's never funny.
Amrita is what's paying for everything here on Pandora now. Even your research, ain't that right, Dr. G?
That's why I drink.
That's all you take? You just waste the rest?
One last. Oh man, Avatar, The Way of Water. What gland are they getting into? And then it does anti-aging. What? What does Adrenochrome do? Amrita? Adrenochrome? Man, I don't know. It's everywhere. They put it in front of you because they have this satanic karma belief system that if they don't tell you what's going on, then they take on the karma of that evil. And because they put it in front of your face over and over again, and no one says anything because they gaslight you, they fact check you with fake fact checkers, and they keep convincing you it's not real. These crazy conspiracy theories and these theorists are out there, but they're just crazy. They have no idea what they're talking about. And yet over and over again, you'll see it everywhere in the media, on the buildings. Symbolism will be their downfall. Watch the water. It's all right there. And this was Hunting Predators number 5, D Booma San with Painfully Beautiful Productions. And I hope I blew your mind, maybe even made a conspiracy theorist out of you. Who knows? If you weren't already one, congratulations and welcome to the family. We're glad to have you. And I'm gonna keep putting out content, keep showing the world, even in my small little internet space on Rumble, what I've learned over the years and what we're trying to get more soldiers involved in. We need you. It's coming to the surface soon, and you'll be able, for the rest of time, be able to say that you woke up before the rest of the world woke up. I'm not trying to give you a big brownie point or anything like that, because it's an unfortunate thing. They make the lie so big that if you found out the truth, you wouldn't believe it. And knowledge is key. It's power. And that's what they fear the most, is us having the truth. So there's some truth for you. Take it or leave it, for educational purposes only. And it's been a blessing to bring this to you. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, set up your notifications, all that jazz. But again, this has been D Booma San, and I've enjoyed bringing this to you, and it's been a pleasure. And stay positive. It's a lot of dark stuff, but there's a lot of beauty left, and we're gonna bring way more beauty into this painful world. And I see ya on the next one. Peace.